Right. Hello. Hello, mate. It is currently 6 in the morning and I felt really bored, so I threw together some add-on reworks for my main character, who used to be main character, the Huntress. Currently, at the moment, I think the Huntress add-ons are completely fine. I think some of them are kind of useless, or weak, but I felt that some of the add-ons could just be reworked a bit to make them better, and I thought, hey, why not edit those in Photoshop to make them look how I want them to look. And then I was like, okay, why not make a video on it? And so here we are. Starting off with the yellow cloth. Right now, I feel it's fine, but you would never really use this when you could just use the green version. And I feel like it could be that add-on, that training add-on, because Huntress is actually quite a hard killer to play, and you could be that training add-on. So I would change it to make it put the crosshair in the middle of your screen. By training, I mean you have Nurse Blink add-on, Blight Bash add-on, Twins Pounce add-on. Huntress doesn't really have one of those, even though it makes more sense to give her one, so I feel like this could be a good replacement, especially since 10%, you're always going to either use it with both the other percent increase and this one, then you've wasted both your add-on slots. It basically has no other reason to exist, and it's very specific. Also, it poses the issue of muscle memory being fucked up because of the way the hatches fly at different percents, and now you've got multiple different speeds that could be given online. Very annoying. Just change it to be a reworked add-on to give a crosshair. The Course Stone I think is completely fine. The bandage hatch shaft, I would personally add maybe one or the other as base kit, but as of currently it's fine as a pretty strong normal add-on. And blindness status effect could increase the duration, would be too annoying. It's a grey, it's fine. Moving on to the yellows, the weighted head, I really like the incapacitated status because it's not something we see very often, but 10 seconds is enough to hit someone who's working on a generator to stop them from finishing it. If they're on their own, have no one else to finish it with, and even then it's just 10 seconds, or maybe they have a flashlight, you hit them with the hatchet, it stops them from flashlight saving, but at that point you're just going down. Basically, duration's too short. Just increasing this to 20 seconds would make it feel a bit more impactful and be slightly more useful for slowing the game down just a little bit. Now the shiny pin at the moment slightly increases the movement speed while winding up, so this is just while you're pulling it up, which I think is very, very, very negligible. So I'd rework the add-on entirely. Keep in mind, my reason for this makes no sense. You see the shape of it is big and circular, so why not make the hatchets have a bigger hitbox? This would also increase their size, their actual size, so that they would be bigger and fly through the air bigger. They would look bigger, but it would decrease the hunting hatchet's flight speed by 10% maybe. It would also decrease the distance they could fly, basically making it easier to hit those over pallet shots, but not very good for hitting cross maps. Oak shaft is fine. Oak haft is fine. I feel like, again, I'd build some of this into base kit, but I think it's fine. This is fine, and level loop is fine. Moving on to the green add-ons. Exhausted for 5 seconds as of current as a rare add-on. Now I know what people are saying with this, and honestly I agree with the devs. The devs have listened to the community here. We did not need a 30-second or 60-second add-on. The problem with this is 5 seconds, you hit someone with a hatchet, they get to a pallet loop, they just stand still. And if they have dead hard, well, now they can use dead hard. If they had sprint burst, now they can use sprint burst. If they had live, now they can. It doesn't do anything unless you're running in a straight line, at which point you could just throw a hatchet at them. Simply increasing the duration would make it have more of an effect and force people to waste pallets to get their sprint burst back, stuff like that. I've supposed 15 seconds. The mangled add-on. I'd keep this how it is, and as you'll see later, the purple version I would change. Flight speed, I would simply either add the 10% or keep it how it is. Adding the 10% from the other one I think would be fine. It would just be quite a really nice and good add-on. It's a green, it should be good, especially considering with the flower babushka, which is a really good one. Having this be 30% would be really nice if we remove the other add-on. considerably. You know, this is a really good add-on. I think this is fine, and I think this is a good example of how I would do the add-ons. You make grey ones kind of shit, yellow ones decent, and then you make the green ones really useful. So flight speed 30% is what I'd do. Mangled slows down the game, stops exhaustion perks, speeds up the game. I think this is how it should be. It should be a power ramp of being useless, being pretty good, being really good, and then we have the unique ones, which are up here. This is a prime example of a balanced green, in my opinion. Simply change this to be Iron Maiden. It doesn't stack, so why not just have it be the same as Iron Maiden. The Wooden Fox, I would change to increased, because the thing is, the Wooden Fox undetectable starts when you're in the locker instead of when you exit the locker. So just increasing the duration to 25 seconds would be nice. And if that sounds overpowered, you think of the Nurse add-on. That activates every 60 seconds. This, considering you barely reload, would barely activate. And if you did, you could purposely activate it if you wanted to get some special plays. Could be quite a nice add-on. And again, this is very rare. It should be good. 25 seconds doesn't seem too long to me. Maybe 30 if you want to be nice. And make it disable humming. I don't know if it does right now because I barely ever use it, but I'm pretty sure when the Huntress is undetectable, her humming is still enabled. So make this disable humming so that she's completely undetectable. Infantry belt is fine. It's one of those add-ons that's not very unique, which I think every killer should have one of those or two of those add-ons that are just really good in the very rare. So this is like what I was saying with this, but better. Very good add-on. Glowing Concoction is a really nice add-on. It's underrated as hell. People think it's trash. It's not that bad. I think it's honestly fine. I love hitting people and seeing where they're going. It's a good add-on. Brimaged Head is a fucking mess of an add-on. This is the only add-on in the Huntress's category, which I'm like, this does not... Oh wait, no, it's not. It doesn't make sense. It's just an upgraded version of this, except the upgrade is nothing, because Hemorrhage is fucking trash. Also, if you were like, oh, if you run out of greens, you can get the purples. I have 32 of these, so it doesn't matter. This is a terrible add-on for its tier. It's a good add-on in it, it's just slow down, but Hemorrhage is fucking useless. I would change this to Inflict Deep Wounds. No one likes deep wounds, but it fits in with this theme. This slows down the game by making people heal longer. This would slow down the game by making people heal even longer. Would it become really annoying? I think so, and I think there's something else you could do with it, but off the top of my head, this is a really good idea. I think it just makes the game slow down more. Did I put Deep Wounds and Hemorrhage? Oh, no. Pretend it says Deep Wounds and Mangled. Ignore Hemorrhage. No one likes Hemorrhage. Maybe you could add Hemorrhage on top of that, but no one likes Hemorrhage. Now we get to the Iridescence. I think Iridescent Head, since it's changed to making it only one hatchet, is a completely fine add-on. It's an ultra rare. It should be good. It's got insane risk reward. It makes you play Huntress completely different. No cross maps. You play safe as fuck. You throw hatchets at people. People also have to play differently. They throw pallets early. Very good add-on. Very fine. I think it's perfectly balanced, and people who disagree are stupid. Now, the same thing can't be said for the soldiers. Leg. 4.6 when she has no hatchets. Now, I like this idea, because this goes off what I think Scott Judge said a long time ago, where every single hatchet you throw would increase your movement speed by 5% until you reload to go back to 10%. I feel like that's an alright idea, and I think they took that and turned it into an add-on here. Thing is, a 5% movement increase when you have no hatchets is completely fucking useless, because you're not going to M1 someone. That 5% increase is not enough to get someone, really. Well, it might be, but you would put it down here or here. You wouldn't keep it up here. Not a very good add-on. I would change this to be a completely different add-on, which would be my idea here. While holding up a fully charged hunting hatchet, all survivor auras further than X amount of meters. I've put 56 here, but that was just a rough estimate. You'd have to do testing to find out which one would be good. Moderately decreases movement speed while holding hunting hatchets. So when you're holding it, as in like, not the wind up, when you've actually got it out, that would slow down. I don't know how much though, that's why I put moderately. Will not reveal survivors within 16 meters of hooks. This is to avoid people just sitting in a corner of the map, waiting for cross map on hooks. don't really need that, but you could, it would just stop people from camping super hard, and it would make people, let's say someone runs to the hook, they'd have to guess. They couldn't just wait until they stand still. I really like this idea because it's a really fun one for the Huntress. It's not overpowered, really, except for the aura reading you get, but you could also ask killers like Wraith. They have an all-seeing one that shows all of the generator progress. Now this would show exact locations of survivors, but I don't think it would be that strong, since your hunting hatchet movement speed is slowed down, which is insane. If you're a Huntress person, holding up a hatchet around a loop or something no longer works, because you're sacrificing that for cool shots. It wouldn't be a good add-on, but it would be a very fun one. And I think that's about it. I'm bored, and I decided to make these changes randomly. I'm pretty happy with them. I really like the crosshair idea. This one, no one likes incapacitate. It's annoying status effect. I don't really see any problems with any of my ideas, which is something I think is cool. I don't see how any of these things would ruin the game or be overpowered, but if there's any input, go ahead, comment it. Also, I have 60 of these. What's the fuck? 82. Bro, I'm never gonna. Whatever. Something you may have noticed is I haven't put a meme add-on in the brown tier, because I think meme add-ons, like Ott showed, while they're funny, they're complete shit and do nothing. People never use them. Maybe something like this I might use one day, but meme add-ons, I'm not going to put them in here unless I think of something really funny. Anyway, that's it. Bye.